Hello, my name is Scott Bogenizer. I am a founder and CEO of two cannabis-related companies, Teralytics Technologies, an innovative software development and system integration company, and Modern Agronomics, a cultivation services company. I am also an equity partner in Libertas Business Ventures. Libertas is a licensed cultivation and distribution company in the heart of Los Angeles, California. This is what we've come to talk to you about today. I will follow along in this presentation as you view it to highlight the important information. Libertas Business Ventures was launched to obtain licenses within the city of Los Angeles and develop a state-of-the-art legal cannabis cultivation and distribution operation. The licensing process undertaken by the City of Los Angeles' Department of Cannabis Regulation has encountered several delays as recently reported in the media. Ironically, this delay now presents a class of operators, those with proper credentials such as Libertas, with an advantage by acquiring a Tier 2 license ahead of the general pool. Here is a little information about the three-tier system that Los Angeles is employing. Tier 1 was completed in the second quarter of 2018 and included a grandfathered dispensaries with existing co-located cultivation activities referred to as pre-ICOs. ICO means Interim Control Ordinance. Tier 2 includes existing operators and applications that were accepted into the Social Equity Licensing Program beginning August 2018 and license approval by the city issued in December of 2018. This is the tier in which Libertas was granted their license. Tier 3 is the general application pool and is anticipated to be completed in the third to fourth quarter of 2019. This is everyone else who qualifies, putting Libertas months ahead of Tier 3 applicants. Libertas Business Ventures has several important assets which we believe will support future success. Management brings a massive network of deep relationships within the cannabis community as well as cultivation, construction, financial, and managerial expertise. Libertas is represented by leading legal and cannabis consulting partners to help ensure smooth operation and compliance. It has already developed access to many channels and cultivators through our network of relationships. Pre-build-out efforts and requirements are largely complete. Our cultivation and distribution site has obtained full power upgrade approval from the Los Angeles Department of Water and Power. Full construction and operation designs are complete, including mechanical HVAC, plumbing, construction, fire, security, and hardware. We also have experienced architectural and construction design build partners standing by to engage permitting. The design of the facility has focused on establishing high-quality product with highly efficient operations. We believe this position offers a very attractive asset for future investors seeking a high cash flow business. This cultivation will be circa 260 bloom lights, approximately 8,000 square feet of bloom canopy, and will employ advanced technologies for energy efficiency, water reclamation, processing, and mold and pathogen control. In the summer of 2018, Libertas effectively purchased Bull & Shoe Holdings with application rights to execute distribution and cultivation activities. Bull & Shoe was an existing company with no current operations other than holding the valuable application rights. Libertas Bull & Shoe applied under Tier 2 for cultivation and distribution licenses and was successful in obtaining an LA City temporary license. Libertas has been granted State of California temporary approval and has already obtained its distribution license. To obtain our permanent state license, we must have the structure fully built out and compliant. The Libertas cultivation site is controlled under lease and has been deemed compliant under sensitive use as required by the City of Los Angeles. This is a significant strategic asset as there is a shortage of adequately sized, compliant spaces. This site is an ideal one for cultivation and distribution. Libertas raised approximately $900,000 to fund the successful licensing phase as described and is funding monthly expenses under a bridge facility. It is now raising 1.8 to 2.2 million to build out the structure. Upon commencement of operations, it is believed this project will begin an upward value trend as projected. Further, Libertas is at the front of the line to finalize state licensing once built out. Wholesale cannabis prices have increased since full testing regulations went into effect the summer of 2018. Libertas is considered a first generation of producer and in a position to capitalize on this attractive market opportunity. The economics of a successful cultivation and distribution facility are quite attractive and require precise planning and execution. Build out to a certificate of occupancy is targeted to take 2 to 3 months following funding. Operations start to first harvest, a function of full veg and bloom cycles, is projected to take 2 to 3 months, for a combined period of 4 to 7 months to first harvest from funding. Management is developing plans to accelerate the first veg cycles by utilizing more mature plants. Based on conservative assumptions, revenue is projected to be $4 to $5 million annually. Post-city and state tax, but pre-federal tax, cultivation cash flow is conservatively projected at circa $1.5 million per year. Additional revenue from third-party distribution income, that is sale of trim from our own harvests, branded products, expansion opportunities, and additional license capture due to industry fallout has not been factored into this model. Okay, let's get a little bit more visual. Here you will get a sense of the facility by viewing this virtual model. Let's rotate it and remove the roof to expose the grow rooms, the cure and trim rooms, and other space for facility requirements. Here is a little more information about 2001 West Gage Avenue. We have a full set of design layout plans which meet all HVAC, electrical, plumbing, and safety requirements as set by the state. This will give you a better idea of where Libertas Business Ventures is located. Let's look at some financials. A base case scenario for this business demonstrates strong cash flow and yield potential. Key assumptions are consistent with leading cultivation performance. This site lends itself to low-cost cultivation due to attractive lease rates, power, and site layout. The management team has access to high-yielding, high-price strains, and the potential to launch and license brands and dispensary partnerships is powerful. The total investment requirement for build-out is $1.8 million to $2.2 million. Let's take a look at what this buys us. First of all, the first 3 years of revenue, $3.8 million, $4.9 million, and $4.9 million. From there, we'd have a 3-year investor distribution of a little over $1 million. The second year would be $1.75 million, and the third year would be $1.75 million. This is based on an assumption of $1,500 per pound, which is very conservative in today's market, and an annual pound capacity of the facility of around 3,250 pounds per year. Partnering and licensing opportunities are key revenue multipliers. The full operational state-of-the-art indoor cultivation and distribution facility is a valuable asset in the California cannabis community. As a local supplier of a high-end product, Libertas will explore partnerships, licensing deals, and technologies to enhance its effective selling price. Let's take a look at a few of these partners. Teralytics is a leading-edge technology company focused on hardware and software integration to capture efficiencies that can only be realized through innovation. Modern Agronomics is an experienced design, build-out, and operations company within the state of California.
Modern Agronomics is a company that utilizes innovation, technology, automation to maximize efficiencies of any and all crop. We focus primarily on cannabis and hemp, and through our multi-years of experience, we have managed to facilitate a team that has designed and implemented in multiple states. We've partnered with strategic allies like Teralytics and Terravesco for our soil needs and healthy ecology, as well as technology utilized to capture data. We handle our own logistics as far as supplies, materials that we would need to take and build any farm from ground up or retrofit into the modern world. In a burgeoning industry where peaks and valleys are happening left and right, it's through our experience, along with having the resources and the network and our creativity, that we have evolved and adapted and helped be one of the foundation pillars of this industry. Modern Agronomics. Design, build, optimize.
Continuing on with our partners, we have a very close relationship with HardCure. HardCure is a multi-state branding opportunity currently in Washington and Michigan, looking to expand into California. Solstice is in the state of Washington. They have special genetics, and cultivation consulting is one of their expertise. But moreover, they have successful brands in Washington, and they're looking to expand to California. Let's take a closer look at the investment opportunity. The second financing, Series B, will receive senior liquidity preference and substantial equity ownership. We believe the potential future value may be attractive both once operational in the second half of 2019 and once the market is more fully stabilized in 2020. The pre-money valuation of Libertas is around $2.2 million. This investment round is $1.8 to $2.2 million, which will present the investors a 44 to 49% equity ownership in Libertas. Total post-funding value base is $4.4 million. Let's look at three key personnel for this venture. Scott Bovenizer. This is me. I started my career designing stealth aircraft for the Northrop Corporation. From there, I went on to Silicon Valley for 20 years of high-tech startup experience. Given my background, I am both a design engineer and a computer scientist, but most importantly, it were these experiences that have allowed me to enter and prosper in this new industry. I deploy technologies of my own design and apply Silicon Valley methods to the new world of cannabis. I hold an aerospace engineering degree from the University of Cincinnati and an MBA from Pepperdine. Next is Bryce Yaz. Bryce is a cannabis plant specialist, entrepreneur, a natural-born leader, and an accomplished pianist. He's designed, developed, and operated over 250,000 square feet of cannabis greenhouse facilities in Oregon and California over the last decade. He is known industry-wide for his genetic and agronomic practices that consistently yield high-grade, top-shelf product. He is sought out to speak at seminars and educational events such as 420 College and industry conventions. Neil Pomeroy is an experienced legal cannabis investor with deep domain knowledge and focus on technology, manufacturing, cultivation, and retail. He has several years of experience with private equity, growth, and venture capital companies. Neil received a Bachelor of Science from the University of Virginia McIntire School of Commerce and an MBA from Harvard Business School. As with any forward-looking financial statements, there are caveats. Please take the time to read this disclaimer. Thank you for coming along on this presentation. I hope you find Libertas as exciting an opportunity as I do. Please feel free to call me at any time. Here is my contact information.